Hey guys, it's Paul. I want to give you an introduction to Trello. Get your team collaborating on projects, get projects over the line, get everything finished, an easy way to track a to-do list, all sorts of things like that. We're going to do a full video. If you're watching on YouTube, I will break out the lessons into chapters. You'll see in the description you can jump to certain chapters. If you're watching it on my via my training or on my forum, I'll bunch everything together so that you can see what you where you can just dive into everything you need. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into talking about Trello. I have got a list of things to talk about. I actually manage all my YouTube videos through Trello boards. Look, I have things I've got to do next year, some ideas, some research stuff I've got to do, and then it bumps across this Trello board until like today's. I've got to talk to you about all these things on Trello. I'm gonna tick them off my checklist as we get into it, and this video needs to get dragged across until it is complete and dropped off. But I'm gonna leave it right there, and we're gonna dive in to learn about Trello. At this point, it always helps me to know for next year's video how I can help. So just pause me at this second and tell me why you're here. Tell me why you're watching this video, and then I can cater maybe not this video for you, but I'll be able to reply to you and give you better advice. But it'll really help me make next year's video even better. So just pause me, tell me why you're here, what you want to use Trello for. So first things first, we're going to sign up for Trello. It's 100% free to use, and then we can delve into exactly what you're going to use it for. So in this chapter, we'll talk about just signing up. So here, sign up. All they want to know is your name. What we're going to do, I'm going to do. I always do my videos. I work with security companies. My background is I'm a security technician, security manager. So I'm going to do it in a security environment. It's the easiest way for me to explain to you. But you'll grasp from your trade what you can do. So I'm going to go with a sales person to start with. I always call her Sarah Sales, right? So I'm going to do Sarah at paulnicholson.com and put in a password. So obviously that's a full name, her name's not Sarah Sales, but it's easier for me to explain to you as we go through when I call them Ian Installs and I don't know, Dave something else. So I create the create the account. I need a better password. Hopefully I've just put that password in correctly. And it creates an account where you're going to get, obviously, please confirm your email address. So all I want to say is all it needed was your name and your email. So up here is the confirm your email. So we're going to confirm that. And now we're into the home page. And what we're talking about is boards. So what this used to be is, there used to be columns on your walls with little T cards in them, didn't you? And you moved across from left to right as a T card. So what you want to do is, for your first board, you might want to do a basic to-do list. So I'll create a board quickly, and then we'll talk about collaborating with other people, right? So let's just say you're using Trello for you. So let's just call it a to-do list, right? You create your board. And across the top here are your lists, and you can easily add lists and remove them and move them around if you're not happy with them. So to do, doing, done, like I had there, ideas, research. You can just tick at the top here and add a new list, and then you're going to add cards to that list, where basically your to do. What have I do? Billing. This month, and you can add them quickly. What else have I got to do? Call about new truck. I'll do it in my brain as if I'm an installation manager. Oh, this is Sarah Sales, isn't it? This is Sarah Sales' login. So what would she be doing? Follow up sales lead, call Mrs. Smith back, chase, commission, payment. Right, so you just add, and then you can go, oh, I didn't tick that, add card. You can do over here, sign off CCTV system. And then what you do within there, or you've just got to make sure you do add card. And then what you do in there, you can do more information. So billing this month, complete billing for sales this month. It wouldn't be exactly that, would it? You're getting the point though. Whatever the thing is you've got to do, you can add a comment. I looked into this last month. Now it is urgent. You know, I can give it a due date. I can say I've got to get it done by tomorrow. I can add a checklist like I had over there. Put in billing. Oh no, the actual name would be billing, wouldn't it? Billing July. Get timesheets. Find out extras. Chase part prices, build invoice, and etc. Right, and you would have that, right? So don't worry, I'm going to go back through in a bit all these things that you can do in a card. Like you can obviously add an attachment, you can move it, copy it, archive it to close it. You can add labels where it's for certain things, so maybe red's for billing, and you can add a label that says that the red is for. I don't know if that would do it that way. Is it going to do it that way? Yeah. Billing. So you can see that red means billing. You know, orange might mean sales. But I'm going to go through again on another board and show what you're going to do with your team. But this is, I'm just firing through what to do with your own to-do list. Then you'll move it across. Move this one across. I'm doing that, right? I've done that. Once you're happy that you've completed this sign off, you've said whatever you're going to do, you can just archive it and it's dropped off. So your whole to-do list is all about getting from left to right, or whatever you want it to do. It might be going from right to left. This might be high priority, medium priority, you know, next week. It's a really flexible way of dragging things around, jumping in, going, right, okay, I've got that and that and that done. When I go back off here, I've got now, you know, I'm due on July 31st, and I've got 3 or 4 on that checklist, and there is a comment there. Now, this is always good when other people have written comments, and we're going to get into teams and sharing other stuff in these comments further down the line. But you're getting the point that it's a really quick way to just add and drop things around, move things around. Yep, I've done that. I've called about that. I've done it. You know, or I've had an idea. How about a new line of CCTV products? Or someone's just called you, you know, IP camera firm called, wants to follow up. Right, so you might then put description, Dave from IP camera system called this stuff looks cool. Follow up when I get a chance, right? So this is really a quick way to dive in and understand what you can do in your own private boards, your own private area. You can have your own private to-do list. Nobody else is seeing this. This is your personal board, and this is private to you. This is it. Sarah Sales is allowed in, and nobody else. You can add people if you want. But I just wanted to give you a quick lesson on signing up and diving into your first board, okay? So that was a quick board. So let's get into creating a new board for a team, for a certain project, right? So what we say now is, let's go back to Trello, let's go back to our boards, and we're going to say, I'm going to do it as an installation. So I've got an installation team So I'm a security company and I've got a team of installers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a team and call it Happy Me. Well, let's say it's Happy Me Security, but the whole board is the whole company. No, let's do it. Happy Me Security Install Team, right? Installation team. So this is obviously your install department. This is a place within you that's just for that team, and you can have multiple boards within that team. So what I would use it for would be for all our installations that are on the books, create a card and say, are we getting them done? And then for the bigger installations, create a project, another board for how to complete the project, right? So what I would do is create a new board, add a board title. So let's call it installs on the books, installs to do, whatever you want it to do. This is for this team. This is visible. This is a background. What background do you want? So let's just have a blue one and create it, right? So what I would do for my install teams, because we've done it in the past, would be new jobs. Then I would say deposit paid, because that's the first thing they've got to do. Equipment, I always spell equipment wrong. Equipment ordered, to order. Equipment arrived. Book jobs in. Work started. Work on hold. Sign off. Invoice. Job completed. And then it would drop off, right? So what you're looking at is we've got a T-board that's got new jobs. So the salesman would add a card. So Sarah Sales, as I'm logged in as now, would add a card. Then maybe the accounts would say, right, that one's been paid, and then all the way across. So we're going to go through it. So now what you want to add is people to this team, don't you? So if we go back to the team, that means team, and look at members. We want to invite members, don't we? So I want to invite Ian installs, Ian at paulnicholson.com. That's Ian installs. That's the install manager. They're going to send an invite more. I'm going to put, I don't know. I'll just put in, what should I do? Technician, tech1 at paulnicholson.com. Full name, tech1. Obviously it'd be a name. I should have listed who I wanted to use, right? Tech2 at paulnicholson.com. I'm going to get email fest now, Anna. Inventory at paulnicholson.com. So this is the inventory manager. Inventory manager. Obviously, it'd be a proper name. I'm going to keep saying that. Accounts. Accounts at paulnicholson. I just have a catch-all email, so whatever I put in before Paul Nicholson just sends it to my accounts manager, right? So now I've got my team. I've got the install manager. I've got the accounts manager, and I've got my team. So there's 7 team members within that, right? So it's visible to the team. And now when I go to my email, I'm going to get 100 emails. Sarah Sales has invited you to the install team. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for this one, Ian installs. See the team. So if I opened it, I'd open it in my default browser. So I'm just going to open it in Firefox that I've not used. So if Ian had clicked that link, they would have seen this. Join the team. So basically, he's got to sign up. So he's already pre-populated. I'm going to put Ian installs. Ian at. I'm just going to need a password. Don't say it out loud, Paul. Create new account. and that will ask me to save it. And now I can see installs on the book, so I can see this new jobs, new, you know, everything that Sarah built, right? So what I'm going to do is I can start adding jobs, right? So I can add in here. Oh, join board. You've got to join first. I wonder why it wasn't letting me. It wasn't saying add card. So you've got to join the board. Now add card. Job number 1, 2, 3, 4. CCTV system. Gas station. $10,000. Right. That's job number 1, 2, 3, 4. Add a card. Oh, that's $1,000, isn't it? So you can go back. Up to you what you want to put up here, but it's going to show on that line, isn't it? New CCTV system on gas station, whatever that is, right? So as I save that, if I go back to, this is Sarah's sales board, this is the original, now it's appeared. And it'll say over here, Ian installs added 1, 2, 3, 4 CCTV system here. Sarah can jump in. Hey guys, if you need more info, call me. All the description and job info is in the folder, right? Whatever it is. So Sarah can write that. If I go back over here to Ian installs, he's now got a comment here and he can reply. Thanks, Sarah. Guys should be starting next week. Right? So I'm just going to pause now and I'm going to populate. And I'm going to accept the invites for all the other guys, and I'm going to get an email fest. But I'm going to go through, add some more, but I'm going to add some more information, and then we can really delve into adding a little bit more function to it and functionality. Cool. Okay, so what then could happen? Like, so I've gone through. It's really hard making stuff up. I used to do it through Wikipedia and random posts, but I'm now going to go through and start to move things about, right? So I've got all these different jobs. Firstly, I may just want to highlight certain things by giving them a label and putting in here. So what have I got? CCTV. So let's call green CCTV system. Save that. I'll give it a label. There you go. So I get a different one. So fire alarm, obviously make fire alarms red. So you'll obviously have your own categories for your own business, and you know, maybe even whatever category you want to give it, you might want to give it something that makes more sense to you. It might be billing or accounts or whatever stage it is. This might be high priority, low priority. It's really up to you. A gate. You know, again, let's go with blue for gate. In fact, I've got water down there. I should have gone with that, shouldn't I? Gate. Oh, great. Gate. Oh, I actually changed the colour then. So. Alarm. So burglar alarm. Give it a label. Let's go with yellow. Alarms. Oh, what have I done? I did it the wrong way twice there, didn't I? Click here, alarms. Right, so give that a yellow label. So everything now, you can go through, label, alarms. So what you can actually do then later is filter. I'll do that in a separate lesson. But you can filter, say, just show me alarms. I've got a technician here who can only fit alarms. So show me their subject that they're able to do. Card access, save. Oh. Card access. I've actually spelt it wrong there, haven't I? Card access. So now I've got these little colour coding. You can do more than one on a thing. I could actually say if that's a CCTV system and a card access, I can give it both colours. And then I'm going to drag things up. That equipment's ordered fire alarm, equipment's arrived, the gates, jobs work started, this one's booked in, deposit required, equipment. So you can see you can drag around all the people to the stages that you're in, so you can now see where you're at with each job. Now with this one, deposit paid, I'm waiting for the deposit to get paid. So what I can do is drag the account manager, AM, onto that, and that's now assigned to the account manager. They'll get an email, if it's not instant, it'll be soon, saying you've been assigned to a card, right? Here's what you've missed. It will come through eventually. I don't think I've actually authenticated that account. So technician, Tech 1, maybe Tech 1's been assigned to this one. Tech 1's been assigned to this one. So you've got different places where you can assign as many people as you want to a job, right? So install manager, job booked in, equipment arrived, so equipment to order, inventory manager, and this way you can just drag all your people onto different jobs. So now you've got if you've got multiple salespeople, you can put the salesperson who sold that job as assigned to it as well. So now you've got different columns with all your job statuses. You've got your different people attached to it, and now it's their job to move them along. So obviously when the accounts manager checks the accounts, right, this fire alarm deposit has been paid, that person would log in and write, pretend this is the account manager, not Sarah, deposit has been paid, all good to go on with job. Save it. So there's a comment there. Now they can move it to equipment to order, can tick their own name and remove from card, because the accountant doesn't want to keep getting emails about that card, and then put in the inventory manager. Now the inventory manager is tagged to that job. So then when the inventory manager says, inventory manager is logged in, can say, I've ordered the equipment. I always spell equipment wrong. I've done it again there. Equipment. And when they've ordered it, they can move it, but it's still down to them. And then arrived today, all here. Move the job from the equipment's now here, move it across to book jobs in. You can remove yourself from the card because you no longer need it, or you no longer need to be involved in that card, and then go to the Ian installs, the guy that books in the jobs, and now that person gets you've now been assigned to that board. So now if I go over to Firefox, this is Ian installs, right? So he's been getting notifications on this one that you've been assigned something, or you've got your name on it. You've got 2 notifications here. But what I can do, which is good about this, is I can filter to things that are relevant to me. So I can go down here and say, I'm Ian installs, just show me my cards. So this is for me, and this is for me, right? So now I might want to go back to unfilter me, but I want to just see jobs that have got alarms, because I need to schedule. I've got a technician who's spare who can only work on alarms. All right, Mr. Tucker, new job, cool. We've got this equipment in stock. I'm going to phone this customer up to start the job, and I'm going to give it to the install guy to do it, right? Because he's doing it. So I've filtered to show me just work that can be done on this. Due in the next day, due anything that's relevant, you can filter down to. Can show me, if I was still doing this, let me just untick stuff because I've just filtered everything. Show me everything. There's a technician stood in front of me with nothing to do. Well, hold on a minute. You've got this job and this job that you can go back to. Have you finished that gate? And the technician can, you can say to the technician, go start that gate, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the app. Well, I'm going to log this technician in, because obviously some people like your technicians, or you've got people in the field or people out and about that need to log into the app and they can actually interact with you as well. So let's talk about the app. Right, hopefully this works. So, and I'm now logged in on my phone. You should be able to see my phone as Technician 1. And I'm going to go to Install Boards, and I can see what I can see on the computer right in front of me. And I can see there that I'm actually assigned this board, right? And I can open it up. What I can also do is search at Tech 1, which is me, and then done. And it'll filter the boards to everything that I'm assigned to. So now I can click on that board, open it up, and let me go back. And I can see everything that's happened. And it's a Sarah Sales sale, right? So I can go at Sarah Sales. Do you have any plans? I can't see them, right? That will send to Sarah. You see the little notification come up here. And here, at Sarah Sales, do you have any plans? I can't see them. And Sarah can put, sorry, sending now, I will attach, right? Obviously, then you could attach a PDF. I've got the message from sorry sending now. Can just see here. You probably can't see where my finger is. Sorry sending it now, and I can attach. I haven't got anything set up for an attachment. Let's have a look. Come on. Oh, attach a link. Well, from my computer. Let's pick a. What can I send? Discourse, here we go. It's just a picture, but imagine this is a PDF document that you're going to send. You're going to see there it is on the phone. So now I've sent an attachment that's been lost or a piece of paper that's gone missing out of a folder. The technician's got their information they need in the picture or the file or the program. And now you've got direct communication between somebody on site and somebody in an office or out. You know, Sarah could be on her mobile as well. But you've got better communication, haven't you? You've got things where people are talking to each other. Technician says, customer, hold up, waiting for electrician, right? So when that comes through, you can put on here, work on hold. Drop it on work on hold. And here, why? Customer hold up, waiting for electrician. You know, make a note to say someone's going to contact the customer. So on the mobile app, you can go through it just the same as the computer. You can see it's live. It syncs pretty much straight away. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to pause it here now because recording the phone does mess things up a little bit. And you can also share the board. So obviously this is a private board within your organization, but you can actually make it visible to a public. So it might be a project of you can do something fun with it. You might just say, what's your favourite movie, and just put a load of things for people to comment in, or you want people to see where you're at for, I don't know why you'd make it public. You might have you might have a social media contest or a social media integration thing that you want people to see. So you can make it public, and then you can show the public the link here. So you copy this link. If I go back to Firefox and log out, I can actually paste and go, and that's a public link. So you can now see everything that's happening within that board, right? Visible, collaborate with anyone here. So there's ways to share the link. So you can obviously put in on your website. I mean, you probably do it internally, sharing links so that people can jump straight to boards. You wouldn't probably do it so much public, but you would just say, here's a link to direct link it, right? Here's how to jump straight to that board rather than logging in. Well, you would be logged in, but rather than trying to find the board, if you've got loads of boards, you might have a link somewhere within your on your desktop, probably you just put a shortcut link to that board, wouldn't you? So that's probably why you'd use that link. Lastly, I've ticked off everything I've done for it. There are, it just says power ups somewhere. I don't say power ups. You can sync it with things like I use Zendesk, so that other third parties can create cards for you. I'm not going to go into it on this video, but if you come to my training and if you come to my forum at paulnicholson.com, I'll share a link below for, I don't think I've got Trello. Have I got Trello training already? I haven't, but I'll add Trello training. And, sometimes you want things to happen from other things. There's Slack. It'll integrate with Slack. It'll integrate with Zendesk. There's all sorts of different things. Your Google Drive, Slack, look. There's things that you can do where you might want to automate it, where if I create a sale in a certain program or cloud app there, look, I've got cloud app up here, look, I use it all the time. You might want to auto-generate a card, or when something changes, you want to create a task, or in another program, you might use something else, or you want to invite people, then there's integrations for that, and I can help you set them up, and I can help you show how to do it in in different videos. But hopefully this video has helped you see what you're capable of doing in Trello, and it's a free platform to use. Yes, there's upgrades if you want it, but everything I've shown you today is how to use it for free. Great way to get your team talking, great way to collaborate with everybody and get a little bit more organised and understand where you're at, a bit more productive, isn't it? It's a really cool thing. As you can see, I use it every day to make sure that I know what I'm doing. I've actually done this now, so that can be over. I've recorded it, so now I've got to edit it and then upload it. So I really like it. You know where I am. Leave your comments on YouTube below if you've got anything more you want to know. Come and visit me at paulnicholson.com and ask me any Trello questions you've got. I'm always happy to help. I know I've flown through it as usual, but I always end up talking really fast because I don't want a 2-hour video for you. I want you to just dive in and get going, because you can learn it yourself pretty quickly too. So I hope this helped. See you all again soon. Cheers.